Hey, welcome to my YouTube page, and I've been wanting a portable amplifier for a while now, and I finally decided to give one a try. Now, Roland has been, when I was looking online trying to find some good portable amplifiers, Roland CUBE was the way to go. However, in the last, I don't know exactly when, but in the last 6 months at least, they released the CUBE Street Ex right here. And I thought I'd give you a review as I go through it and check it out. So, let's start off with some batteries. It takes 8 AA batteries, and it goes right in there. It's supposed to give you about 12 hours of playtime with the instrument. So, the batteries are installed. It comes on. Now, one of the cool things about this particular amplifier, let's turn it all the way around here, is that it has two channels. You can do a mic as well as a guitar or instrument. In my case, a nice, lovely Autoharp. Now you see I have it plugged in here. It's got all sorts of 3-band equalizer, chorus delay, reverb, a whole bunch of amplifier effects. Over here you have the microphone, again 3-band equalizer, reverb, basic volume, and there's an audio in, line in as well. I've heard great reviews from the first one, which the Street, the 2-channel Street amplifier, which is also great for just about any sort of instrument. You know, if you're beatboxing to harmonica playing to guitar to whatnot. I'm looking forward to seeing how this sounds, though. Okay, let's see how this sounds. This is the clean sound. Over here we have the acoustic simulation. Now it's coming off very tinny in the high end, so I'm going to adjust it. Normally I like a little bit of tinny. This is a lot more than I like, I must say. Back to the acoustic. The acoustic simulation has a better sound for my needs. Pull down the mids a little bit. The Autoharp has a very unique sound in general, so something that I find appealing can be an extra challenge. Now, compared to the clean sound that I get with when I'm recording and such, right now it's not as perfectly clean, but it is for what it is, for the size of the speakers and such, and I'll talk about that in a moment. I think it's sounding pretty good overall. It's just going to take a little bit of fine tuning. There's not a whole lot of low end. Even when I boost that's not bad. So normally with my 3-band EQing, when I'm using my my general PA and whatnot, I have a lot of. It doesn't take much low end. I don't turn it up a whole lot, and it'll give me a nice low end, or a good thunk actually. I'm not getting much of a thunk out of this from the low end. and the high end doesn't require much either. Here I actually did a lot more EQing, so I have the bass up almost to the 10 level, whereas and the treble is just a touch above the 5. But it's got a nice sound. All things considered, I gotta say that it's much better. I was expecting a lot tinnier, and again, that might have been just some people's EQing and whatnot. I don't have much reverb on this, but it works out pretty well. Let's go to let you hear some of the other sounds. Here's the oh, that was oh. So apparently it wasn't acoustic simulation. That was the A guitar that I was doing, and that's what apparently the acoustic simulation comes a lot more tinny for the basic level. Now we move to the clean. Sounds like a basic guitar amp to me. My old PV. And then into the lead. Oh, I like the sound of that. Let's pull that back down to the A guitar, acoustic guitar. That seems to have the best sound for this Autoharp. Alright, now instead of making you sit through the testing of the vocals are coming off fairly nice. I had to cut them down a little bit as far as change the equalizer again to get it to sound something that I like. The reverb I'm not so fond of, or at least this is for the mic instrument channel, the channel 1 here. It's just a little, you can hear it come there. I don't know, just not my favorite sort of reverb. And this one I can't adjust. I haven't tried plugging the Autoharp into this channel yet, so that might be different if I want to use a better sound for my vocals, but so far I like how it sounds. High atop a lonely moor would have lived alone, and in she kept, and as she slept her pillow heard her moan. Oh, many's a lonely traveler spent the night with me, but there's no man in all creation who gives content to me. Well, some can manage once or twice, and some make 3 or 4. But it seems to me a rarity is the man who can do more. I'd do anything to find him in heaven or in hell. And as she spoke these words, sure she heard her front door bell. So it's a good sound there. Let's see how this goes when I work it all together. Fare thee well to you, my own true love. My darling, fare thee well. For I'm bound for California, a place that I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united, we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I gotta say, I really like the sound. It just sounds kind of fantastic. I can see why it's so popular, or at least the other model is. Alright, when I switch it to the other tracks, I put the Autoharp into line 1 and the vocals into line 2. Let me make a quick adjustment here. And I'm trying to decide which I like better. The Autoharp in line 1 got a much the sound is basically like any other straight into a DI that I've ever done, whereas I think I can get a lot more variation out of the line 2, the instrument track, where it has all the vocals. But of course, when you're doing it over here, high atop a lonely moor would have lived alone, you can add chorus and delay and other effects to your vocals over here. So tough call. Now, I did decide to try out the different output power. I put it at the maximum level. That's basically 25 watts per speaker, and of course it had a lot of body and strength and whatnot. The normal level was, you know, it was very appropriate for what I was doing and playing right here. I did it to the eco level, and I was underwhelmed. Of course, I think that's basically putting it at 5 watts per speaker. Now, put it into perspective, though, the standard Cube Street two-channel amplifier, they basically have two 2.5 watt speakers. So this is already doubled, so I can't imagine how much louder the other one would provide, since this is doing basically, what, 5 watts per speaker, 12.5 watts, and 25 watts at different points in time. So you might want to consider that. Again, I haven't used the other one, so I don't know how well it compares, but for me, I'm thinking I wouldn't go below the normal level on any given show. Well, there you go. That's the CUBE Street Ex. I was comparing it. The reason I chose it. Okay, so the Street Ex is about $200 more expensive than the Roland Street two-channel amplifier. Now, according to the specs here, the standard Street amplifier has 2 high-performance 6.5 neodymium speakers, 6 AA batteries, offers 15 hours continuous use, 2-band EQ, delay, reverb, or mic, AC adapter included. Same thing the Street Ex has. The specs for the Street Ex, it offers 50 watts as opposed to, I think, 10 watts. Is that right? For the older model. This is supposed to offer 50 watts. Basically, you have 2 25 watt speakers, and depending on how much power you use it, you can go from a 5 hours at 50 watts to 20 hours at 10 watts. So again, it does give you two XLRs. So if you want to sing that way, you can do that. It is really light, I gotta say. You know, I think it weighs in at 16 pounds, and it's pretty incredibly light. I do like that factor. So all in all, I gotta say, I really like it. It cost $200 more than the other one. I don't know what the other one sounded like, but this definitely gives you a lot more flexibility to, you know, 3-band EQs, lots of some effects. You know, still have dual channel. Actually, you can put in 4 channels apparently, because you also have a line in over here and an audio in. So if you want to do, you know, have play your MP3 player in there as well, you have that option. I am very happy with it. I'm looking forward to using it. I'll be using it at Gen Con and some farmers markets locally in the weeks to come. So I hope you enjoyed this review and it's informative and you learned something. That's about it. Sláinte.